there, and welcome back to the Amazing Collection unboxing. We are on box number 82, and this puppy was heavy. It says Breyer, Belgians, and a couple of JAH special runs stablemate sets. Maybe they'll be the ones with those little 5-gators and drafters. That would be cool, right? Well, let's find out and open it up and find out what's in here. We have, oh yes. I can't read. We have the Silver Cup Classics. So we have the first collection in 2002, Silver Cup series, and the second collection in 2002. They're not 2 years apart. For some reason I thought one was 1 year and one was the next year. But I think these are really pretty glossies, but they're not those 5-gators. And I think they came from QVC. Yep. QVC, and then it has a number back when Breyer was in Pequannock, New Jersey. So let's open it up. This box is a little bigger and a little taller. Maybe it'll have more horses. So we have a nice little certificate. The first collection, 2002, the Silver Cup series, finely detailed, blah, 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 blah. Horses. That's what the important part is, right? The horses. So they all came with this lovely silver Breyer collector's cup. There's 5 horses in this one. There is a nice glossy bay warm blood G2. Ooh, this guy's really nice. The dapple gray American Saddlebred, also G2. The chestnut Arabian rearing, G2 Generation 2. We'll see in a little bit. G2, I think he's called the quarter horse. In Pinto, nice. These are all glossy and they're all gorgeous. And a G1, Generation 1 drafter. I think this is the most produced of the stablemate molds. They were produced like 1 million times. We found like, what, a whole box of them a couple weeks ago. This guy is in glossy charcoal and he is super cute. It doesn't tell me. It's first in a series brought to you by Breyer, but it doesn't tell us how many. Probably like 2,500. That's like the rough numbers. They all have this nice little cutout, and I'm going to keep moving because I know there's more horses in this box to go. So that was the series 1. 5 horses. Very cool. This is the second collection, a significantly smaller box, also with certificate of authenticity. And also from QVC. Oh, also with 5 horses. This is just like a molded box, whereas the other one was foam. They don't have quite as much space between them, but they're stablemates. Similar, very similar to the last one, we have again that G2 warm blood, this time in a glossy Pinto. This guy is in, the quarter horse is in a glossy Appaloosa, and our G1 drafter is in a very creamy, yellowy Palomino. Then we have the running Thoroughbred in a really, I love this Pinto. Well, it's not a Pinto, it's just a bay, but he has a nice big bald face, and I like that. And then we have the Morgan in a very nice shaded Gruya. So this is a really cool set. As a stablemate collector, I think they're super cool. I actually never got these. They were kind of hard to get at the time. But I think they're very well done, and they were very popular at the time. And they're still popular today. I see them in shows all the time. So now on, well, okay, we're not moving on to the Belgians yet. We've got books. Remember, I think it was the first box that we opened had some Circus Boy memorabilia. We have a Whitman Circus Boy book and a Circus Boy starring Corky in the Big Top Stories, a Daily Mirror book. So we have 2 more of the Corky and Bimbo books. Now we'll go on to, oh, there's another box in there. Should I open it next? No, I'll make you wait. Okay, let's go with the Belgians. This guy, I thought this guy was super cool. He was like 1987. He's the kind of Gruya Appaloosa. I think he was made for mail order companies. Not real popular among collectors for some reason, but I think he's neat with his contrast, dark on the forehand with the light butt with the splattered apples. yellow and red tail ribbons crossing. I think he's really fun. I think he might have been Montgomery Ward's, like 1987, somewhere in there. I think he's a really cool piece, but collectors just never caught into him, so he's not super popular, but I think he's really nice. Next, we have, I think, God, I don't remember this guy's name. Maybe this is Goliath. He's the Palomino Belgian, and he was a special run for Sears or Pennies. I don't think this was the Drafters Great and Small set. Oh, but he's probably around 1995 because he has actually tri-eyes. He has that brown, and then he has the white, and he doesn't want to come out of this bag. Palomino, Belgian, with red and blue tail ribbons. I think he was around 1995. He has got the blaze. There was one other Palomino Belgian, much older, much more popular special run, but you can tell from the paint job this isn't it. He's nicely painted, but he doesn't have a lot of shading. For me personally, I like the previous guy better, but this guy is nice. And like I said, he has the brown of the bi-eye, but then he also has the white in the corner, which would make him a tri-eye, which is actually a lot of work for these guys because those are all painted by hand. Next, we have, I'm terrible. I remember this is another QVC special run. I remember watching the show and waiting to call, and it was so exciting that Breyers were on QVC. Super popular. Buddy, I think this guy's name is. And again, it was in that era, the 93 to 95, 97, somewhere in that time frame. Glossy chestnut, really high gloss. Not a lot of shading, but the gloss really makes him pop, I think. He was super popular. I was lucky enough to make it through. These guys sold out like boom, boom, really quick. So we were all very excited, and I was excited to be able to get one of these guys because I thought he was super cool. I love the glossies, so I really liked him. And so he was a QVC special run, probably around 2,500 made. And then this guy was I think, Penny's special run in that 90s. I say that a lot, don't I? In that 90s era. Alabaster. I don't remember. I think he came with someone. I don't think he came by himself, but I don't think he was the Drafters Great and Small set either. Just a nice matte alabaster. I had this guy for a long time because I don't know why, I just liked him. He has blue and white tail ribbons, just plain black on his eyes. Sears or Penny special run, so probably about 5,000 made, somewhere in that mid-90s era. And let's see who our last. This is our last. Oh no, one of the black. Let's see if I can remember anything. We had a discussion about these black special runs back in the last box of Belgians that I got. He has red and white tail ribbons. And so the blue and white was the Walt Disney World. There was a later 80s, and one of them had red and yellow tail ribbons, and then the other one had red and white tail ribbons. So this is the red and white tail ribbon one. And there's still stuff in the box, so there's good guides that'll tell you which special run he was. Oh, we have a running foal, and I think this is supposed to be either a smoke or a gruya. And I think he went with this guy. I think these two went together, if I remember, for the Penny special run. Action Drafters? No, that was a different set. It was one of those sets back in that time that I've talked about a lot. Because there's one more box, and I'm curious what it is. So this is a shipping box. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're out of the Breyers. We have a whole set of miniature masterpieces by Marks, hand-painted by artists. That's nice. Made in Hong Kong by Louis Marks and Company, Inc. So this is a really cool, I love the box that it's in. It's like this swirly gray plastic. But it's a whole farm set with like geese and people working, and it has a nice painted background. This is a really cool piece, and it's even marked on the plastic. Louis Marks Inc., made in Hong Kong. And then we have a bunch more Marks. We found a Marks farm set or something a long time ago. It was a metal barn. So these guys were probably to help complete that set. We've got a goat. These guys are all unpainted, and a running horse, and a person with a bucket, and a bunch of little baby sheep and goats. So, well, darn, I was hoping for one of those really super cool special runs, but hey, this was a really nice set. A lot of cool Belgians, a lot of cool special run stablemates, and even some unusual Marks pieces. I hope you enjoyed that and learned something. Join me next week. You never know what I'm going to find in these boxes. Thank you.